We are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Collective House of Maxis show. We have some special guests in the building. Mr. Wookums is in the building. Yo, what's up, Wookums? What's up, Millionz?
All good, brother. Yeah, I've got the star of the show with me here. So he thought I'm having to pay him by the minute, so I've got to be careful not to keep him on here too long. But I've got enough treats to keep him, interested for at least 2 minutes. So
nice. Does he have his boxing gloves on? Is he still out here fighting other dogs in the street?
All those vicious labradoodles and chihuahuas that he's always got beef with.
Oh goodness. Oh, yo, Crypto Crazy. Neptune, welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Going wonderful, man. Glad to have you.
Appreciate the invite.
Hey, it's the least we could do, man. We want to have great people on the show. You've been a part of the collective for a long time, and you're still very active. We appreciate you, man. So we'll get back around to your story in a minute. But Blue Chip Drip, my boy's driving. He's in the house. What's up, Blue Chip?
Oh man, all's good, all's good. I wish I could have done this in my house because per my video yesterday, I have fiber to the desk now. No more satellite internet, and I can't wait to check it out on somebody's show.
Whoa, you got fiber. Okay. Do you know how fast it is? Is it like you got gigabit fiber or?
Man, I don't even know what a gigabit is, man.
You're a saber-tooth tiger. I know I shouldn't ask you that question. Oh man, yo, Nelly, what's up, man? Welcome back, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Happy to be here. Thanks for the boys joining us, Neptune and Blue Chip. Always good, man. Always good to catch up.
Always, man. You're less busy nowadays. You're not working nights anymore. Is that what
yeah. That finished up, man. Thank you, Jesus. That was a hard week. Hard 2 weeks, really. So, yeah, I'm more chilled. I'm more relaxed, man. Back to normal sleep routine, man. I was out of whack for a bit. So, no, it's all good.
Awesome, man. All right, well, let's jump straight to it. The last time we had one of these streams, Millionz, we didn't know. You probably knew when the button was going to get pressed. And it was just, it was very surprising to everybody in the community, man, but it happened. And so now Drip is on its way to being deflationary as of 100 days from, I believe, last Wednesday, US and UK time. So how are we feeling about that?
Yeah, brother. I mean, the stealth launch thing, that was a surprise. I never thought Forex would do a stealth launch. I thought it was going to be a Tuesday or a Thursday guaranteed, but I could kind of feel something brewing. I don't know. I think the day before and the day before that, I'd sort of started going in a bit heavier. I didn't have any official news, not part of any kind of secret insider circle or anything like that. It's just you just get a feeling sometimes. So I was stoked when I suddenly looked at my phone and then my DMs were blowing up and Telegram was blowing up, and all of a sudden the faucet was no more. That was the end of an era, but it had to be done. The hyperinflation was out of hand. It was Drip's first ever bear market. I mean, when Drip was launched, it was a bull market, green candles everywhere. You couldn't go wrong with anything. There was tons of capital flying around. You could make money on dog tokens. Literally, when it was born, it was a totally different landscape. So it did its job. It carried on minting. That's exactly what it was designed to do. But unfortunately, there weren't enough people in the project that wanted to sort of, be a good actor. I mean, people can do whatever they want to do at the end of the day. If you don't want people to do something, you have to put the mechanics in to stop them from doing it. So unfortunately, it wasn't going to work.
Millionz, you're muted.
Yeah, we lost him.
Yeah, can you hear us? Yeah, he hears us. Let us know. Yeah, you're still muted, bro. We'll come back to you in a second. Nelly, how are you feeling about the faucet, man? You may have more faucets than anybody here. So I don't even know.
Yeah, man.
Have you claimed any drip?
Yeah. No, I started claiming as soon as the rumor came out that they were going to eliminate the faucet. So I wasn't waiting to see what happened. So I started claiming. I've held it all. But as you know, I was doing late shifts and all that. So I checked in 3 days ago, and I think my first 2 wallets only had 1 claim left. And all the others, they vary between 50 days, 80 days, and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited with what the community's doing. I'm also I read a comment. Shout out to Matt Ewing. I read one of his comments in TG, and he was saying I think it might be the 9th or the 19th of January where drip will actually become deflationary because it would have paid out all the wallets, all the 100 days claim or whatever it is. So yeah, no, I'm good, man. I've claimed it. I've got it all. I still haven't participated in the kitchen sink or anything like that because I know you have to be engaged in a way. I think it's a bit of a minor in some. Well, that's why we've got Neptune and Blue Chip and Millionz to talk about that stuff because I haven't really been too engaged. So yeah, that's where I'm at, man.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why we got them on here. They're the experts, especially Neptune, man. Neptune, bro, great to have you on the show, man. What are your thoughts now that the drip faucet is gone and where the drip token could be headed and what you're doing in the ecosystem?
Hey, so yeah, again, thanks for having me on the show. So for me, I definitely feel this is kind of the right path of just turning the faucet off because it prevents further inflation because we're not compounding. So that's one mechanism that's kind of taken away. But we still, there's still that kind of that inflation on when you claim, but at least we're heading in the right direction. And once we kind of have more like supporting projects kind of working together with, cutting that off, then I think we'll be headed in the right direction.
That's how I'm feeling, man. And it's going to take time. We've always known that it was going to take time. It's just awesome to have a concrete, hey, this is done. Let's check that box. All right?
No, I was happy when Forex, because like all of us, we're just kind of going about our business and our daily lives. And he said, boom, we're stopping the faucet. So it's kind of nice to have that stealth launch and that surprise. And I think that kind of had a nice little impact on the community, I think.
It did. I feel like we should have more stealth launches. Maybe nothing but stealth launches going forward. It was awesome. Yeah, we hear you now, Millionz, man. I'm not sure if you remember where you were when you got cut off, but
kind of. It was just a case of Drip was born in a bull market. You couldn't go wrong. There was money flooding everywhere. The bear market, it was doing what it was supposed to do. It was meant to mint tokens, but unfortunately, as we saw, things got out of hand. There wasn't enough buying. There was too many parasite wallets being created every single day, draining the system, and that was never going to stop. People used to say, "Oh, when we get the bad actors out," well, they were never going to leave because it was just going to be a consistent, new wallets being created all the time. So it had to happen, and as Neptune said, we're going in the right direction.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Blue Chip, you are a maxi, and I mean a real drip maxi. How has it been creating content through the tough times and seeing things, pay off as far as the faucet getting cut off and your hard work paying off and your belief in the drip token?
Well, I'm a big believer in not running with the herd, running with the crowd. People are fickle, just like, with sports, like Nelly said before, like here in South Carolina, look at the Clemson Tigers. When they were winning, everybody's driving around with tiger tails and stickers on their car. That's just like 2 years ago. And Now that they're not undefeated, hadn't won a championship in a couple years, you might go a month without seeing a Clemson Tigers sticker. And just like crypto, you know, when the prices are high, which, you know, who wants to buy drip when it's $100? You know, everybody's rah, Forex is the GOAT and all this stuff. And for me, I learned about drip when it was high. It wasn't just FOMO. I just didn't know about it. But as soon as I saw it, learned about it, I just wanted in. I didn't really care where the price was at. And then, you know, when I listened to Stunner Breezy talk, how he was lucky enough to get in on the pre-sale. And I think when he maxed his first wallet, I just remember saying to myself, man, we need this thing to drop again. We need it to drop one more time, just one more time. And that's what's happened. And you guys know it's not going to be like Forex is going to say, okay, guys, I'm going to drop it. So go out and buy a bunch, and then I'm going to jack it back up. You have to ride it down and wait for the climb up. I mean, if it would have stayed at $100, that would have been great for a lot of people, but people wouldn't have been able to build the big positions that they have if it wouldn't have dropped down. So it's been easy for me to stay loyal simply because 98% of the projects out there, when the times got tough, the devs rugged the project and disappeared. And here's Forex. He's been battling. Some things haven't worked, some have. And people, you know, they want to slam on him and complain about him. But hey, he's still here. Shit, they lucky it wasn't me. If it had been me, I'd have rugged their ass and laughed at them. I'm just saying, you know. So, you know, we're lucky to have developers that have some integrity, and you know they don't want to give up. And that's why, you know, pretty much it's easy for me to say, okay, I feel like this thing's gonna turn around. I'm gonna keep buying, and then when the price goes back up, you know, if people want to buy when it's $10 or $20, I might sell some drip for them. But right now, if they want to sell, I'm gonna buy it. You know.
That's awesome, man. Remind me that when Chip comes out with a project, it's gonna rug at some point. My man said he's gonna rug us.
Oh man,
he didn't even sugarcoat it. It's like how I rug the shit out of you.
yeah.
No, I'm just saying, man. Here you are working your butt off, man, and everything you do, you got all these whingers, you know, slamming on you. I'd be like, son of a bitch, I'll give you something to whine about.
I hear you, man.
That claim button is inactive. It's grayed out. Oh man.
Hey, let me just shout out everyone in the chat, man, because I tried to work out how to respond, but I took myself off accidentally trying to reply to people. So shout out everyone. We see you. I see you. So appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, let's go through the list, man. Let's go ahead and shout out. We got LCM in the house. We got Tony Morrow. And we got Killis. We got Hus Raya. Yo, Hus, you always supporting us. We appreciate that. Killis too. Our brother Westside Ian in the building.
Where is Westside?
He's gonna join. He's I think he just got off of work. So hopefully he can join before we end it. But our buddy Alec Azul, always in the house. What up, Danny D?
Danny D. Join us.
Yeah, man. Let's drop him a
link.
Yeah, drop a link, man. See if he can join us. This is gonna be.
I can't do it on my phone. Can you do it?
Oh, here you go, man. Asking me to do stuff. So this is what old people do, man. They're like, "Oh, can you do it?" Oh man. Oh gosh. So who else we got in the building? We got DSWYC. I'm not gonna try to say that. We got IMO. What up, IMO? Always supporting the collective. What's good?
In my opinion. And there's Lee. I've sent you the link, Lee. Where are you, man?
Where's Lee at? Is he always here?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well, I have 120K drip
Wow.
bags. Not worried at all. He talked about this in the last stream that he came on with us like a few weeks ago on a Saturday, and he's been talking about it in his streams as well. How they have a bunch of drip set aside, just chilling, and it's been that way. So like, it's not like he just bought 120K. So shout out to Lee, man. Join us if you can, but we'd love to have you. We got our boy Speaker Freaker. Speaker says he's on the road. And then we got IMO asking about AFV3. We'll get to that in just a minute.
Fork tongue. Salute. Always supportive.
Yeah,
Always
salute
there,
to
brother.
you. Salute to you, Fork Tongue. Man, we got projects helping drip. They're coming out. We had a stealth launch of what, kitchen sink?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you guys seen this? Millions, you seen the kitchen sink?
I have, brother. Yeah, I just dropped a video about a few hours ago, just having a little chat on it. I just felt as though it was interesting enough to give a little bit of more of an insight into. I don't normally go too much in depth on a lot of things, but this one kind of caught my eye. It's drip in, drip out, and I'm planning on sticking a few thousand in because it's from like a trusted group of devs, or at least a group of devs that have got a decent reputation going, like from Pulse Drip. So it all looks, you know, it's kind of running the same way as the Pulse Drip Gardens run. It's the same sort of mechanics as that. So there's got some sustainable mechanics in there, and I'm quite impressed with the way it looks. It's already burnt, like, I think, I don't know, 28,000 drip or more. It's about 7 grand's worth of drip it's burnt already, and it's only been out a few days. So every 10% of your initial deposit gets burned, basically, and then it's taxes to compound, taxes to claim, which sort of sustains. And you can't just claim every single day. You have to compound 3 times to earn 1 claim. So you can't just sort of walk in and drain the system. So yeah, I've definitely been looking at it, and I think I'm gonna chuck a few thousand in just to see how I get on with it. So I've definitely heard about it, and I'm definitely interested in just dabbling a little bit with it.
That's awesome, man. This is right up Neptune's lane. This is stuff that he's been talking about.
Sure is.
You know, he got in. Let's go ahead and let you speak on this, Neptune.
So it kind of like lit a fire under me. I was like, whoa, this new project for drip just kind of came out of nowhere. And I wanted to make it very clear with this project, is it specific for drip and helping drip? That's the main thing, because community members are going to be asking about that. And he said, nope, this is drip in, like Drip Million said, and drip out, right? And you get to earn that 1.5% per day up to 300% APR. And there's some mechanics in there that kind of help with drip. Far as like the sustainability of the contract of the kitchen sink. So I'm definitely pleased with that. But not only that, it's helping burn drip, and that's the main thing. And then I talked to Matt and Eric, the developers behind it. I said, okay, show me where. None more of this stuff of we're doing something, but we're not doing something. And he was forthcoming. He had nothing to hide. He said, here's the contract. You can go through and look. And lo and behold, I can see people in there depositing drip and the drip going to the burn address as well, which was important to me as well. So I'm pumped. It's a community project that helps drip. And when we get like that liquidity locker from Forex Shark, the beginning of next year, I'm kind of throwing that out there. When we get that liquidity locker, that's going to help work with it. Like, all these community projects are going to help work with drip.
Man, I'm glad you said that, because I forgot all about the liquidity. There's so much going on, man. The liquidity locker. So there will be liquidity locked for drip at some point. When is that DApp coming out, or an NFT? Who knows?
Yeah.
We do not know, but that is coming from his team, is what you're saying. Like, you think it's going to come from like G Money or his devs or Millions?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I'm thinking G Money or his devs, they're gonna put that together, and apparently the liquidity locker is going to be burning 90% of drip, and then the other 10% is going, I believe, to add liquidity, something like that. But once we get that, so a deflationary drip, and then we get the liquidity locker burning 90% of drip, on top of having the kitchen sink kind of just helping a little bit along the way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could be in for a treat with this deflationary drip.
I think we are. Millionz, you want to expand on that?
Well, I mean, Neptune pretty much covered, pretty much covered it all. So with the liquidity locker, 90% of the tax is going to be burned, 10% is going to be used as liquidity. So, in an ever deflating supply, I'm not selling any drip right now, if I'm honest. I'm just accumulating. I was accumulating 1.5 cent. I'll continue to DCA in like I'm doing with all the other projects I'm involved with. And I'm seeing too many opportunities right now. Too many devs doing too many things. I mean, let's not forget we've still got Drip Potluck, which is burning drip as well. There's going to be, this is just the beginning. We've got all this stuff from Master Blaster come in. We've got, various devs doing various things. And I think it's a very exciting time. And that supply, 100, let's say it goes up to 150, 180 million by the time everything's been minted in the next sort of 95 days or so. That's not a big supply of tokens at all. Anyone who's been in crypto any decent amount of time knows that 150 million, 180 million, 200 million is not a large amount of tokens, especially if it's a deflationary model where they're getting burned as well. So, a lot of these other coins and meme coins have got trillions, billions or trillions in their total supply. So I'm very, very optimistic about things. And I think this community is just getting stronger. And I think people just feel a lot more secure and a lot more confident building on a deflationary token than before, where drip was hyperinflating. So I don't think we've even seen the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion.
Damn, that's a good point.
Yeah.
People haven't started build, or people don't have their heads wrapped around the idea that drip is now deflationary. Before it's like, oh, we're putting money into a coin that's still very much inflationary with no end in sight. Well, now the end's in sight, and we have projects being built, and we have projects that are active. In addition to that, this is not some make believe type of stuff. So let's focus on this comment that Lee had, because I think this is very important. There's many projects out there ready to buy that deflationary drip all up. When it's quiet, people FUD and accuse, yet when they see what's done and ready to buy, okay, we'll see who is real and fake. Okay, exactly. Like, you talk trash about drip, but then when you see something come off of drip, you're like, oh, well, I guess everything's okay. Like, don't flip flop now. Like, the collective is not here for flip floppers, man.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of 180 turns. You know what I mean? In the 2-year journey, I've seen the 180s, man. We'll call them the 180s.
It's happening. It happened last Wednesday. Whenever it was announced, there are many people out here on socials bashing Forex and drip and saying they're out, more so than when the price dropped from 25 cents to now a penny. Like, it is. I'm not gonna. I'll give you one example. Rock Ape. Rock Ape's my boy. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. Shout out to Rock Ape. I salute. You have provided a lot of support to every project in the community, including drip. But he mentioned today on X, the supply might be 100 million by tomorrow, and then in the same thread, he's like, like it's gonna be 100 million. And that's not great to me now, but the community is still active, and there are definitely people still building for a drip. So even though it sounds like I'm talking down on it, I do believe something great is going to happen in the future potentially. And so people can't give up on drip, man. It's okay to be up and down for the moment and stuff. I see people saying, I'm out. Okay, well, I got everything out of drip I needed. I'm gone. You'll be back. Trust me, you will be back. That's how it's gonna work, man. So
how many times have we seen this is my last drip video? This is my last drip video. And then a week later, the community is that's where all the engagement is, man. So it's just, yeah, man. We got so much coming, man. Drip Marble Run, Drip 21 still. Now there's a Drip Poker as well, I think. Kitchen Sink. What else? We got Master Blaster. Man, and
yeah, shouts out to Foodtopian too.
Yeah, Foodtopian as well. The question I've got about the burn address is all these projects are actually sending it to they're not sending it to the same address, right? So a lot of it isn't actually getting burnt, it's just sitting there. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it's actually being burned, so it's nothing like being sent to the tax vault. They're just sending a burn address. And for me, the reason why I'm confident behind it also is because Matt and Eric also have a project called Burn Swap with some of these different mechanics and stuff like that. So this is like, literally helping drip. And plus you get to earn a little bit. Now, I'm not saying by no means drop like a truckload of all your drip into the kitchen sink.
This is not financial advice.
Yeah, that is financial advice. But put a little, if you want to put some in, put a little in, do you, and go from there.
Yeah. So speaking of, Matt and Eric, and I know this show is about drip and we're going to talk about Forex projects and stuff. I do think it's important to talk about your journey, Neptune, because you're not a new content creator. You're fairly new. I'd say you've been out for about, you came out earlier this year, maybe January or something like that. But man, I've seen you go from, Forex projects to other great projects and on Pulse Chain, the same projects that I'm getting in. How has that journey been in DeFi, man? And, still being able to keep the drip community tight with you?
I think it's just, for me, well, I guess I can kind of start about my journey in crypto. So for me, back in 2017, right? So we'll go back to 2017. And for me, that was a missed opportunity. My friend in 2017, he said, "Hey, you need to get into crypto." And I'm like dragging my feet. I tried to sign up for a Coinbase account and all this crap happened, wouldn't let me get verified and all that stuff. So fast forward to 2021, that's when I officially jumped in, because he said, "Hey man, I'm up big on, Ethereum." And, he kind of showed me and I was like, oh crap, I missed out on this. But so from there, I was able to get into some projects like, Matic, big Matic fan. I was able to get into Aave, big Aave fan. And I was able to make some profits on that. I didn't get officially introduced to drip until 2021. I got introduced to April 2021, but I drug my feet and I didn't get in. And I didn't get officially into drip until November of 2021. So that's when I officially got in. And like everybody else, I was hyped and ecstatic once we hit that big green candle. What was that, February 2022, I think?
Yep, January.
Was it January?
I think it was January, yep.
But I made the mistake though, right? I was just compounding, and I should have been taking profits along the way. So I've kind of learned from that and kind of implemented into some other projects that I'm in now. Okay, when you're in a project early, you need to have some profit taking responsibility. Whether you're doing a 6-1, a 5-2, a 4-3 strategy,
amen.
Take some profits along the way. And then
go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to cut you off. You can go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. So kind of learning from that experience, I said, okay, I'm not going to be so tunnel vision on one project because I think it's important to learn other chains. But at the same time, there's still that love. You know, there's still the love is still there for drip, because when you have committed so much time to like drip, 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 you know, drip is kind of like one of those one of a kind projects where you're just drawn by it. I've met some great people along the way, the Crypto Collective, and you kind of with drip, you kind of get beaten down, but then once something new kind of comes out about the project, like with Forex Shark doing the stealth launch, with the different projects kind of popping up, it kind of helps me too to kind of get re-energized into drip.
Damn, that's an awesome perspective, man. That is actually a really good perspective. Yeah, there's some good projects on Pulse Chain that you're talking about, man. And you know, one thing about the collective, we don't too much talk about projects outside of Forex ecosystem, just because there's too many rugs, you know, to be honest with you. And we feel a sense of responsibility to where we just don't want to, you know, put other people more at risk than they already are, even though we're not giving people financial advice. But 1000%, you know, I've made videos on stuff like, you know, what's about to come out, Power City, about P-Drip, about P-Die, and you're doing content on the same stuff, man. So like, how is that going on talking about stuff on Pulse Chain and those new projects?
So for me, you know, that on Pulse Chain, for me, it's going pretty well, because I was kind of able to get in early, but again, I was able to implement some strategies, and it's kind of like a blockchain, kind of like on the ground floor with a lot of room to grow. That's the main thing that I'm intrigued with like, you know, projects like, again, Post Drip, Teddy Bears, like one a big meme coin on there. You know, I've been stacking some of that and just kind of putting it aside. They have Wrap Bitcoin. They have a limited supply of Wrap Bitcoin on Post Chain, which is only like 150,000. So when everybody knows to at least buy a couple of those, not financial advice, it could be something that kind of.
I'm just saying. He's just saying.
It could be something that. So for like $100, is it worth my time? Sure, it's $100. I'll buy $100 of it, put it aside, and kind of go from there. Mm-hmm. And looks like somebody's wanting to know about the kitchen sink strategy.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can go ahead and comment on that.
So for the kitchen sink, for me right now, I'm starting off. So this is like the first week of me being in the kitchen sink. I'm going to do a 9 compound strategy and stack my claims up to 3. Once I've stacked my claims up to 3, then that's when I'm going to pull one of my claims. And then kind of going from there, it's going to be rinse and repeat. That's kind of me. But by all means, you do you, whether you want to compound 6 times and you'll have like maybe 2 claims available, then you can maybe pull one of your claims too. You don't have to wait till like 9. You can wait till 6 and maybe pull one of your claims and take those profits away and put it back into your wallet. So that's kind of like how I'm doing it. And then again, it's up to you, like when you want to deposit. You know, that's totally your call. It's your money. You know, I'm not going to tell you what to deposit. You do you. If you are comfortable putting in like 1,000, do that. If you're comfortable putting in like 5,000, do that. If you're comfortable with 50,000, do that. It's your money. You do you. What's best for you and your investment.
That's right. And then I just want to point out that it's not a minor, because there's no actual decay involved. So it's not like the drip garden that was built by BB and Forex. It's more like the Pulse garden or gardens in the Pulse Drip platform ecosystem. So just want to point that out. I feel like somebody said that earlier, but I just wanted to make that clear that it's not an actual miner. And it's pretty good. Chip, man, you hanging in there? How far away are you from home?
Oh, I'm about 40 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be done by then. But yeah, man, how's it been? How's it been in in the ecosystem? I know I don't want to be too redundant, but what are you focused on nowadays with your content?
Well, on my rug comment, the chances of me starting a project is 0. I don't even know what a gigabyte is. But right now, I've been looking at let me back up. I've been watching a lot of tutorials on yield farming, and Crypto Mischief, he has a real good tutorial on yield farming and on Pancake Swap and Uniswap. So I just watched those just to get a basic education on how it all works. But like the more I watch it, the more I appreciate the things that Forex is focusing on with Animal Farm and what's going to be available through whatever. I know it's got the rebranding coming out or whatever it's going to be called. So I'm kind of standing by for that. Drip, I'm re-energized just like Crypto Neptune, since all the focus shifted to deflation. And actually Sunday morning I watched Crypto Neptune's video on the kitchen sink. That got me excited. So I went into the Telegram. I saw Michael VD had some information out on it. So I DM'd him, and he gave me all the lowdown. Then I reached out to Crypto Neptune, I believe, and asked about was there any sell pressure to Drip, and he got me straight on that. And I actually dumped a big wad of Drip in there, like 46K or something.
Legend.
Nice.
Legend.
Bullish.
Bullish.
I'll either be a legend or a loser.
Well, but Stunner Breezy always tell us to drop the hammer, so there you go.
Hey, man.
That's exactly why I did it, man. That's exactly why I did it.
No, not the hammer, the sledgehammer. And he dropped the sledgehammer for real.
So, I actually went to every wallet. I got 4 of my wallets are pretty much dead, and the other 7, I took the liquid Drip out of there, and along with, I had in my newest wallet, my 11th wallet, I hadn't maxed out. I had about 40K or something like that, so I dumped that in there. Then all the liquid Drip from my other wallets, and I've compounded. Today was my first time, so I'm at 46K in the kitchen sink. So
That is bullish.
But yeah, man, that's I figure, okay, I'm still earning Drip, about 600 and something Drip a day. I actually counting the other wallets about 700 and something, and it's a learning experience. But between Michael VD and Crypto Neptune talking about the devs over from is it Pulse X or Pulse Drip?
Pulse
Drip.
Yeah.
They elaborated on their reputation, so I said, hey, I'm gonna go and throw a big wad in there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Matt and Eric are good guys, man. They did not copy and paste the contracts from Drip over to Pulse. They had their own new contracts, and they created a sustainable platform, and it's been doing incredible, absolutely incredible. So shout out to those guys. And there's a reputation when they first got out. Oh, I don't want to get in Drip. I'll get in the regular Drip. I'm not going to get in Pulse Drip. I won't support this. It's a knockoff. And then here these guys come back around. They're the gift that keeps on giving. Not only did they help out people who branched out into Pulse Drip, but they're coming back around and they're saying, okay, the faucet's off now. How can we help? Oh, we already built this. We already have a platform to help. And that is really, really incredible. So, yeah, man, like Millionz says in the comment on the screen, We want to know who is bullish on Drip 2.0. Drop a comment, drop a bullish comment, or say something crazy. Just don't get banned. We want to be excited and bullish about Drip, man, because you don't know what's coming. It's just like Lee said, man. People want to whine and complain and moan, and then the next day the faucet's turned off, and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess deflation is possible in 100 days now." Yes, and other things are going on, and then the next day the kitchen sink comes out. There are things are cooking in the background, man, and I mean, like, this is awesome, man. What's up, Millionz? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, brother. I'm feeling good. Apart from the distinct lack of sleep I'm getting at the moment as being a new dad, I'm feeling surprisingly good. So I'm still managing to, since being back from Mexico, stay on a little bit of a gym routine and keep doing my videos, even though it's harder here because of the weather. I can't be quite as loose with the, go out whenever I want to do them. I have to time it over here to make sure it's not too brutal. And Mr. Wookums won't walk in the rain, period. So I have to time things a bit, but all good, man. All good. I'm excited about the end of this year in the crypto verse. I mean, to be honest, there was that fake pump in Bitcoin yesterday, and I'm pretty certain that was just the market makers testing to see what the reaction would be to a Bitcoin ETF, because I think it's coming probably sooner than people think. And even though it was sort of Cointelegraph released the news, they're all bought and paid for anyway. So I'm pretty sure that was a bit of an inside job to get a look at how people were going to respond. And you saw the candle go straight up to 30,000 before anyone even had a chance to react. So I think it's going to be a crazy end to the year. And I'm just sticking to the thesis, really, mate, and collecting the coins that I'm interested in, keeping the popcorn out, doing the walks and talks, and just enjoying life, really. So yeah, all good here, man. All good here.
Incredible. Nobody ever tells you how hard it is to be a parent. Everybody just acts like it's all good, and then you become a parent, and then you're like, why in the hell do people have more than 2 kids? Like, this is insanity. Like,
yeah.
even 2. Like, that's I don't know, man. It's you got a lot to focus on when you introduce another human life. You still got Mr. Wookums, you're married and stuff, man, and you're doing content, and that's not including your real job, your regular jobs, and all that stuff, man. So kudos, bro.
Thanks, brother. I've been working very hard the last couple of years to try and create that geographical freedom, and obviously I've spent 6 months in Mexico this year so far, and every year I plan on extending that until I probably can dump the UK altogether. But yeah, it's hard work, obviously, but absolute blessing. Family is an absolute blessing. So I'll work as hard as I need to do to keep on working towards my goals. And yeah, but no one ever warns you about the lack of sleep. I always hear, oh, it's an absolute blessing to have a kid and this, and it absolutely is, but no one really warns you on just how little sleep you can get in those first few months. It's just, it's kind of brutal, especially when you're used to getting your 8 hours or whatever. So yeah, but I mean, in terms of Drip, I'm noticing a lot less fudders on Twitter, a lot less fudders on YouTube in the comments. Although I always let them talk, as you know, I'm always happy for them to talk. But the funniest thing the other day was I got a fudder on Twitter somewhere. I'm not going to mention names. I don't want to humiliate him any further. But he didn't like the fact that I often wear black T-shirts in my videos. He had a beef with the fact that I like to wear black T-shirts in my videos.
Oh, wow.
And he said, you can't possibly be wealthy because you wear the same thing in your videos. And I found that so funny. I found that so funny. And it's just like, the thing is, bro, is that a reason I've probably got above average geographical freedom is the fact I don't waste money on $2,000 trainers and Gucci belts. So, I like to have a wardrobe full of black T-shirts, so I don't have to think about what I'm wearing that day. I'm too busy to stand in the wall, in the mirror and think, What am I going to put on? How am I going to look today? It's black t-shirt, jeans, black t-shirt, joggers. If me and the missus are going out, I'll put something a bit nicer on. But it's funny. It's funny that some of the sort of things you get FUD on, it's not even on drip. Sometimes it's actually on how you look in your videos, which I find very strange. Growing up in Southeast London, to have men commenting on what other men are wearing is a very unusual thing. So, yeah. But I'll leave it there.
God. Oh my God. Hey, Chip, Million sounds like he was born to be a dad. He's like,
he reminds my son just had his first so a couple days ago. So I've got all my kids are grown and got like 13 grandkids. So I could understand people don't tell you about. One thing that cracks me up about kids is they start kindergarten. You wake them up every day, right? Hey, time to get up. The day they learn how to tell time, the next morning when you wake them up, they'll look at the clock to see if you're lying. You're like, why you think I'd lie to you about it being time to get up? It cracks me up, man.
Wow.
Sounds stupid.
No, I can't wait for that. I'm gonna test that theory out. That sounds pretty damn funny.
It is funny. But not black t-shirt. I'm that way with black socks. See, I'm colorblind. So I just buy black athletic socks. That way I don't have to worry about my socks matching.
Exactly. Who's got time?
Yeah, I'm wearing a black t-shirt right now.
I can't believe somebody's just actually fudding the colors you're wearing and stuff like that. That's just crazy.
It was an interesting concept coming from another man. He must have had a blood group of soy positive, because I can't think of any reason.
It's true.
But I can't figure out, man, is on Drip Potluck. I mean, you got a good chance of winning free B&B. I can't believe people aren't taking advantage of that more than they are.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I forget to play it more than anything, and so maybe that's on myself to like save it as a bookmark in like my bookmark bar or something. But I don't know. Maybe Danny D needs to get the word out there more, because I think it's awesome, man. I think it's great. Go ahead.
They burn too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, they burn drip, man, and they've been doing that since the beginning, voluntarily. These guys retired, man. They don't have to do that. They're trying to look out for everybody in drip, everybody, not just their own bags. And so I'm super bullish on Drip Potluck. Maybe it's on the community to start talking about projects like this. I mean, we can do that free of charge, man. It'll only pump our bags. So
exactly,
that's a fair question, but I feel like we just found the answer.
And with
you want to be self-empowered, talk about it yourself.
Yeah,
I think people are more willing. Sorry, Neptune, you go ahead, mate.
Oh no, real quick, all I was gonna say is, it's not just like a drip project; it's for everybody. So that's what makes Drip Potluck more appealing.
Good point. Great point. Exactly. It's not just for drip. B&B in, B&B out, literally. I think that project is going to do very well in the bull market. That is my personal opinion. And maybe they're waiting to build more marketing. We need to go on his show. We don't have to speculate. That's our boy. I'll pin that and think about it for later. But
I made a I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
No, I made a comment on one of my videos. I was just joking around. I said, drip, Drip Potluck. It's got like, I think, per percentage they burn drip. Another percentage is a fee to Danny and Crypto Lucky to pay for their lap dances in the Philippines. I was just joking around, but Danny responded and said, we're not making enough to cover the lap dances, and that's a shame, because, man, in the Philippines, lap dance is probably like 20 peso or something,
Yeah.
So we got to step it up for my man.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Those guys, I'm sure they've had plenty of lap dances in their day. I wish he was watching. I know he's not, because he's not commenting. But yeah, man. What was I about to say? Oh, I'm wearing the black T-shirt right now, and even more so, like 30 minutes before this stream started, I had a package of H&M T-shirts show up at my front door, $7 a piece. I bought 5 of them. Like, I buy the same shirts and like sweatshorts because I like to wear gym attire. It's just easy, it's comfortable, and you know, you don't need a $200 outfit. Like, I don't know. That's just I'd rather spend that money on the investing. But that's just me. So whatever.
Precisely it. And the funniest thing is that the wealthiest people I know are the most understated people as well. I mean, even if you look at people, I know not a lot of people got a lot of love for people like Bill Gates and Bezos and these types, but and Suckerturd or whatever his name is, but they all wear the same stuff every single day. You know, these guys are worth billions. They wear the same stuff every day because they haven't got the time to stand in front of a wardrobe and decide what they're going to put on. I like to get out of bed. Half my wardrobe is black T-shirts. And I pretty much know what I'm wearing. You know, I work from home most of the week, black T-shirts. So yeah, I'm not one to waste money on stuff like that. I'm all about investing, and if I've got spare cash, I'm spending it on my family. You know, we're doing stuff, we're going places, we're traveling, we're spending a lot of time overseas. I don't need to wear a Gucci belt to try and prove anything to anyone. I'm not looking for verification. So I always find it funny when people make comments like that. It really does tickle me, I've got to say.
Yeah, a man especially. And then speaking of, we got West Side. Looks like he's wearing a black shirt too. We're like the black shirt gang over here, man. What's up, West Side?
That's exactly it, man. You guys are talking about lack of sleep, black T-shirts. I fit right in.
Oh God! Freaking
black T-shirts make me look thinner.
Out of work.
Hey man, don't get me started, Chip.
Black T-shirts.
Most big people wear black because it covers the jelly roll. You don't learn that. You don't learn that until you get a dad bod, and then you're like, oh shit, I need a lot more black. And then you start working out and stuff, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm still gonna wear black.
Although as soon as you have a kid, you get dad strength, so it all balances itself out.
No doubt, man. No doubt. I always look at people like I'm a jokester. Me and Chip. We're both from South Carolina. We don't do nothing but talk shit and drink beer. Whenever I see people wearing black nowadays, because I've been through it, I'm like, yep. I already know what time it is. Like, you just don't want to show people. That's cool. Oh God. West Side,
back,
man.
Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly, you back, bro?
Yeah, man. I forgot. When I leave the house without a list, I'm finished. Forget it. And I was on the stream, and I started getting messages saying I'm going to be here for another 20 minutes. I've just realized I had an appointment, a meeting with a client in about 15 minutes. So had to. I'm in the industrial area at the moment. Go get some material for the boys, and then race to this appointment. So thought I'd catch you the last 10 minutes, man.
Awesome. Well, welcome, bro, and welcome to West Side, man. How's your day been, man? I know you're off of work now.
Oh man, it was. Everything was going pretty good, and then I had a delivery right at the end of the day, and so that kind of derailed all my plans. I was in the Telegram right before it started. But that's life. That's how it goes.
Oh yeah, that's when I close my Telegram. That's when the computer starts to get slow if I run that and this at the same time. Oh goodness! Whoa, is that speaker?
Got it.
Speaker. Oh, what's up, bro?
I'm rocking the orange.
Oh damn, he come here with the UT jersey too, man. What's that on your jersey, man?
That's number 1.
They ain't number 1 right now.
I know. Hey, it's building process.
It is, man. Y'all still really good. Great to see you, bro.
Yeah, I had to drop in.
Yeah, representing the collective, man.
Always, man. Ain't no 180s here.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
You're not going nowhere. Tell it like it
Nope.
is.
We here to stay.
Yeah,
That's
good
a
to see
good name,
West,
the 180s.
good to see West Side and Speaker Freaker.
What up?
Yeah, no, it's
Hey,
awesome
glad to
be
have you,
here with
Neptune.
Oh yeah. I'm glad the guys invited me on. It's been a good chat.
Yeah.
It has been. All right, Bosch is asking us how many days now till the faucet stops paying out. It's 100 days from last Wednesday, Bosch. That is when the faucet stops paying out for the last bit of folks. For a lot of faucets, it's already stopped paying out. They've already reached their max payout. So,
Yeah.
somebody said, has anybody made a site where you got a button for each and every project in the Drip ecosystem? Takes you to their site and page. If not, somebody should. Yeah, I agree. We had who made this? CV33. Shout out to the sauce. He made a website called the dripisking.com is the URL. I'm not sure if it's still live, but it was a collection of a bunch of drip projects, the NFT projects and Droplet and all that stuff. But yeah, somebody should do that.
Yeah, I thought someone was building one recently. I'm sure I saw something on Twitter that someone was putting together like a directory of some sort, but I don't know whether it's finished or what, but it definitely needs to happen because there's way too much to even keep up on. Even people that are engaged in the drip community are kind of losing track of how much stuff is going on, which is not a bad thing, but it would really help, especially new people coming in, to be able to go straight to one place and see everything that's available, you know, especially now we've in this deflationary era. So yeah, that'd be a really, really good idea. If anyone knows what that is, drop that in the comments as well.
Yeah, they got a drip directory. It has Drip Potluck on there and it has Marble Run, but that's it. So pretty much, I don't know who runs the page, but we need to get to a point where it's like just throwing all projects on there.
Someone sent Danny the link if possible. He said he'll jump on for the last 5 minutes. He's in the chat.
To right now. Okay, I see him now. Give me a second.
Oh shit, we about to get Danny up in here?
Yeah, we about to get Danny on here. That's gonna be too many people. It's gonna be real live when he jumps on.
All right, we just need Detroit too.
All right, Danny, check your DM from me. Okay, we about to have Danny join. Champs, open floor. What do y'all want to discuss outside of big people wearing black t-shirts or wearing black in general? Like, what do y'all want to talk about, man?
About your guys wearing orange.
Your friends and not your exit liquidity, man.
Hell no.
I've been. Let's discuss that, man. Let's discuss that. All these the 180s, and man, maybe I shouldn't. It's
it's already out the bag, man.
It's already at the back. Like, all right, we're all here for the money, right? We're all here to degen. Maybe, as you know, the collective doesn't really speak about anything that might entice, influence people into something where they're going to get wrecked, right? But, man, there's a lot of guys out there using their friends as exit liquidity, man, like on these quick pump and dumps. Like, I'm not down with that. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak on it real quick. I'll just give you a bit of not financial advice. Whenever somebody sends you a link with a chart and you see green candles, don't buy it. That's pretty much it. I'm in other groups like R2R and other side groups, and we get the alpha, you know what I'm saying? But we also get people who will drop links and say, oh, check this out. And it's like, man, this has been out for like 4 days and it's the top. I'm not buying this. Like, even though we're all cool, we've been messaging each other and stuff. Like, everybody's gonna chill because everybody wants that money. So I can't hate, but it's all about who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Everybody on this stream
Okay.
is stand up. Go ahead.
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
Exactly that. And I think we just have to come to terms with the fact that there are some people out there that would shill something to their own nan and get her absolutely wrecked just to make a few quid, you know, or to make some referral rewards or something. There are people out there like that, and you just have to come to terms with that. And as Tiger said, surround yourself with people you can trust and people who you can, you know, lend an ear to, or vice versa, and get some good information from that aren't in it to you know, to get you washed out. So it's very, very important we realize that not everyone is a straight up individual in this space, unfortunately. But then that goes for everywhere in life. You know, that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
was
tell you
listening.
this.
Yeah.
I found a great group of guys, man. Right here, ain't no 180s.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I was
Stick
listening
together.
to a YouTuber. There's a YouTuber. He's been I'm not calling him names, but he's been a hardcore drip YouTuber. Then he was a couple weeks ago. He's whining about Forex, and then he was all up on elephant money and all this stuff. Then like a week later, he's whining that he thinks bank teller pump and dumped on everybody. I'm like, well, what did you think was going to happen? You know, I'm like, and he just did a 180, then another 180. You know.
Full 360. Full 360.
Full circle.
He should have listened to Nelly's story about the scorpion and the frog.
The scorpion. Yeah, Danny's Danny's trying to join us. Go ahead.
That's a Jim Ron. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jim Ron, Zig Ziglar and all that. So that's a story I've never forgotten from Jim Ron, you know?
Yeah. That's
a good story.
Kids, man. Okay, cool. Well, we're almost at
Danny's
time,
got no
guys.
internet.
Yeah, he's having issues. He's trying, but he said his devices are not connecting. So yeah, we're at time, guys. We want to do this thing every week. We're going to carry this through. We're going to see this through. We're all Drip Maxis, and we're going to be here. We're not going anywhere. We understand y'all need that content, and we got it for you. And if anybody, you know, you have any ideas for the show, join the collective. There's a Telegram group link in our stream. Join us. We want to be more active. There are projects coming out for Drip weekly at this point, and we got a lot to talk about. So come talk with us and get bullish with us. Anybody else got anything to say before we leave, guys?
Yeah, love your collective and love your drip.
That's what I'm talking about. Amen.
Yeah, shout out. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah, and thank you for being so flexible with the stream time, because obviously being in the UK, I'm a long way out from where you guys are. So I do appreciate, obviously, because I want to do these every week. So, you know, if you guys are good with this sort of time, then, you know, I'm always going to be here. So massive shout out to you lot for doing that. And also shout out to everyone that's been supporting, you know, Drip and been supporting Drip content creators through all of these crazy months. And I think there's some really, really good times ahead personally. So stay blessed, everyone, basically.
Yeah.
And hey, thank you, Blue Chip, and thank you, Neptune.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah. Just shouts out to the whole entire Drip community. Just can't thank people enough for the support they've given me, and you know, just met some good people along the way. And always good to see, chat and see you guys.
For sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
It was great having y'all. All right. Well, we appreciate all you viewers, except you scammers and you fudders, even though y'all seem to be absent today. That's okay. Y'all still losers and y'all still suck. We're winners over here, okay? Join the collective. Get bullish. We're going to see y'all in the next stream. Later.
Yes.